Sport now with Alan Partridge. Alan, you're a keen fan of the law, aren't you?
I certainly am. I support the law fully. Not too keen on those that break it, though.
How do you support it, then?
Just generally support it.
What, generally turn up on a Saturday afternoon and wave from the touchlines?
This is Sports Desk. I'm Alan Partridge, and it's a special desk of sport now as we look back on some of the sporting highlights of the last sporting season. So lie down, relax, and let the sports commence. When it's cycling championships you're after, you can't say fairer than the Tour de France.
Dive, Brandauer there in the lead, swaying from side to side in his own inimitable bike-riding way. Klaus Bin there on the inside, pumping away with those gristle-like muscly legs inside those tight lycra shorts, which have become his trademark. I don't know what this man is playing at. There's no way. Surely the judges must come down like a ton of bricks on that. Carrying bikes on top of a car is not a sportsmanlike way to run this race. You join me in the helicopter now as we look down on these cyclists that look somehow like cattle in a mad way, but cattle on bikes. And there's Sven Gunsen, closely followed by his great friend and teammate Klaus Bin. And the man with the bikes on his car is, yes, he's disqualified, as I said. And Klaus Bin there wins, riding non-handed. No need for that.
It was a belter of a season for athletics.
1,500 metres there, cram. And not a lot happening. Quite unremarkable. Oh, good, someone's fallen. It's Peter Elliott, yes. He's down. Peter Elliott, no relation to the late Denham. And come on, Pete, back on your feet. You can catch up with them. No, he can't be bothered.
And it was upsets all the way in the dive championships.
Greg Lagani, down, double back twister, bangs his head in. Textbook, lovely. Let's see it again. He boings down, up in the air, double back twister, comes down, bangs his head on the board and in. Lovely. The judges surely will give him high marks for that.
But for my money, the best punches were being pulled this season in the boxing ring.
As he's affectionately known to me. Thank goodness, actually, they're wearing gloves, because I've witnessed bare-knuckle boxing in a barn in Somerset about 3 years ago. And it was a sorry sight to see men goading them on in such a barbaric fashion. And I'm rather ashamed to say I was party to that goading. And two men fighting, as I saw in the barn that night, naked as the day they were born, and fighting the way God intended. Wrestling at points. I don't know if you've seen Women in Love, the marvellous scene by the fire. It kind of resembled that.
I'm Alan Partridge, and that was my sporting season. Why don't you join me for another one? Join me. I'm Alan Partridge. Hello. Rally driving. The championships start tonight, but here's what I got up to this morning. Hi, you join me with Susie Herper, one of this Britain's top lady rally drivers. Susie, you're going to be subjecting me to some atrocious punishment. What's that?
Well, I'm going to take you around the course that I won the rally on recently.
Right, fantastic. And the stickers, what are the stickers for?
Advertising.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Really is that simple. Before we go around the course, just to explain, this is a modern camera that will be watching all my facial movements. It's the size of a slim Panatella cigar. One more thing, it's a great model, it goes like a bomb, and the car's not bad either. Come on, let's go burn some rubber. I see you quite, Oh, hey! Hey! Spunky lady!
Hence the bumpiness.
Yeah, certainly know how to handle this bitch. You keep her in line. I like it. It's good. You take another scruff of the neck and you let it know who's the queen. The car's the bitch. You're the queen and I like it. Yeah, whoa. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Easy. Yeah. Whoa! What's on there?
Yeah.
Why are you stupid? Watch out for that! Careful! Well, whilst driving like she was, maybe big and clever on the rally track, it certainly isn't on a housing estate. Remember, lives matter. Chris.
I wonder what he's doing at the moment. Alan?
Hi Chris, I'm Alan Partridge. Horses, love 'em or hate 'em, from Mr. Ed to Silver, that's the Lone Ranger's horse. They're all here mingling with officials. Don't do that, please. It's the 6:13 Queen Henry Stakes, which is generally regarded as the litmus test for Derby form. Jockey folklore says that if you cock up the Queen Henry, you might as well ride the Derby on a cow, which of course be a complete waste of time. Let's have a look at the betting. The going today, of course, Moist to Tricky. The betting, Diabetic Charlie at 3-1 favourite, two-headed Sex Beast at 4-1, and at 20-1, Mrs. Boothroyd's Holiday Dancer. All the rest, 50-1 bar. That's all for now. Join us later for the race. Back to you, Chris, in the studio.
Alan, have you got a tip for us?
I did have a tip, but I was going to tip New Year's Lad, but his horse box was hit by a Volvo on the M3. Terrible mess. Apparently he's dead. So bad luck there. Back to you, Chris. Stop it.
Hello again. The 6:30 delayed due to a collapsed paddock. They're just sorting that out. Men and women here wandering around like ants on an anthill. Good to see Platitude Queen, a renowned horse, well known for its sense of humour. Look at that wiggle. Marvellous. I don't know what that is. Two to look out for. Number one there, Zainab Adawi's 20 Hotels, and number three, two-headed Sex Beast. It's great to see the deaf catered for by these real characters in anoraks. Couple of youngsters there fooling around. Let's hope that that tomfoolery doesn't escalate into blind, ugly violence, which, let's face it, none of us want to see. Two fat ladies, 88. Old bingo expression there. Although these ladies, I'm very sure, are not the kind of ladies who you'd find at the bingo hall. They're altogether a better class of fat lady. Look at that lovely girl there, chomping on a sandwich. Oh. I'm sure what that is. Hope it's, hope it's not a dead horse. They're not going to fit it in the back of a Volvo 340. Actually, I hope it isn't a dead horse. Sorry.
The day 6:30 at Marple. Alan, either you've just had a fight with a fire engine or it's raining its arse off out there.
Hi, Chris.